This is the Chicago World's Fair, a place full of never-before-seen wonders, and not just technological advances, but live music, art galleries, international exhibits, and more. But it's also a playground for murder. That man is Herman Webster Mudgett, known to the world as a notorious killer, H.H. Holmes.
In your death, may you find peace.
Less than 3 years after the fair closed its gates, he's about to be hanged for the murder of one person, although he confessed to killing 27 in a Chicago murder castle. There's not even a word yet for what he is. But when all eyes were on the World's Fair, no eyes were on him. How did H.H. Holmes become one of the first and most notorious serial killers in American history? He's designing a multi-use building like you might see today. Retail space, offices, apartments. Sky's the limit. It's being designed with some very unusual details. There's a secret staircase that appears at the end of a hallway to nowhere. A windowless room completely lined with asbestos to muffle sound, several secret chambers, and a vault which locks from the outside. He designs a system of pipes leading from Holmes's private apartment to each guest room, where he can control the flow of gas to asphyxiate victims. And the most eerie detail by far, a greased chute, 3 foot by 3 foot, just large enough for a body, leading straight to the basement, where he installed a cremation kiln and lime pits used to eliminate the stench of rotting flesh. They call it his murder castle.
To say it was of a nefarious design is an understatement. So he builds this castle with the idea of I'm going to lure women and I'm going to seduce some of them and I'm going to torture and kill others.
H.H. Holmes is well on his way toward realizing his murderous fantasies in a Chicago mansion, and things are about to get even easier for him. Holmes couldn't have asked for a better distraction than the biggest event in the world at the time, nor a better pool of potential victims. And with the arrival of the World's Fair, millions will be looking for a hotel. This is the Chicago World's Fair, also known as the World's Columbian Exposition. For Holmes, it helps him in 2 key ways. First, it draws attention away from his neighborhood, where he's recently finished the 3rd story of the mansion so he can offer up rooms to tourists. With all eyes on the spectacle, no eyes are on him or the increasing list of missing women. Second thing the World's Fair does is simply feed Holmes more victims. Those 2 walking with him are Minnie, Holmes's current mistress, and Nanny Williams. The 2 sisters are utterly taken with the sights and sounds of the fair and with their charming tour guide, Holmes.
I would imagine a con artist with a taste for women, the World's Fair would have been excellent pickings.
The police planned for pickpockets and thieves, but nobody planned for a predator like Holmes. Days after their visit to the fair, in July of 1893, the Williams sisters disappeared, becoming Holmes' last alleged victims in Chicago. Up there, H.H. Holmes is about to be hanged, not for the murder of anyone in Chicago. He's been sentenced to death for killing his longtime friend and business partner, Benjamin Peitzel.
In fall of 1893, Ben owed Holmes a favor, and Holmes apparently said, all right, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to go to the Fidelity Mutual Life Insurance Company and take out a big policy on your life. And then in a year, we'll go out of town, we'll find a dead body that looks like you, and we'll say that it was you, get that $10,000 payout, and live like kings. It's entirely possible that his initial plan was to fake Ben's death, but somewhere along the line, he decided it would be better just to kill him.
Holmes murders Peitzel in an apartment in Philadelphia, then collects the life insurance payout and goes on the run.
They finally caught up with him in Boston. Holmes was put on trial for the murder of Benjamin Peitzel that fall. After various appeals, when it's inevitable that he's going to hang, that's when he starts making the confessions.
You are cleansed and delivered. May God have mercy on your soul.
As Holmes waits for his life to come to an end, he remains cool and composed.
Are you ready?
Yes. Very well.
Lack of emotion, lack of remorse. Both signs Holmes may have been a true sociopath. Today, we have entire television networks devoted to true crime, but it really all started with H.H. Holmes.